Hello Magic players and collectors, welcome back to the Land Library. I'm your Librarian, and today I'm doing another Librarian's Lockbox. This time, I'm doing my top 5 favorite lands that I have. And I say that I have because there's some super cool lands that I want but don't have that would probably be higher on the list of favorites. But nonetheless, I like all of these lands quite a bit. Let's move these up to the table. So these are my top 5 favorite lands I have. They are City of Ass, Maze's End, Tree City, Baldur's Gate, and the Miku Command Tower. Now I'll go a little in depth as to why they're my favorite. So starting with City of Ass, this is just a really funny card. I always thought this was hilarious. Like when I was first learning about Magic, I thought land was cool. I really liked the basic lands. I wasn't even especially aware that there was non-basic lands, but I found out about City of Ass and I was like, that's hilarious. I love this so much. This has kind of just always been my favorite because it's just really funny to me. Like I know it's from an unset, so at the time I didn't really know what that was, but now I'm like, it's a joke card. But it's really funny. It makes 1.5 mana. It's like a parody of another land. It's just great. I like it. There isn't anything in particular that's like that good about it. It's just funny. But the other interesting thing is this is actually my most valuable land. It's like $24, $25, something like that, which isn't a crazy valuable card. Like I have pulled bigger cards that are not land, but this is my most valuable land. Next up, second place, Maze's End. I really like Maze's End. Um, I like it so much because I wanted to come up with a deck that I could build that was like only land or at least like no creatures. And I was like, how do I actually win? And so I was looking up stuff, I was looking through different lands, and I came across Maze's End. It has an alternate win condition. So this is like the main piece of my commander deck where I need Maze's End and Gates in order to win. So my main commander deck is a Maze's End and Gates deck, and so obviously I need Maze's End. And I'm not entirely sure if I did notice this when I first bought it, but this is actually from the list reprints. This isn't like the original Dragon's Maze one. It's from the list reprints, which is actually more valuable. So I don't know if I did that on purpose or not. It's been a long time. But I do have the most valuable version. Tree City. Tree City just has a really special place in my heart because when Bloomburrow came out, I've always liked collecting land, and I've been collecting land for a long time. But when Bloomburrow came out, Tree City was just like so awesome to me. I love the art. I love all the different prints. I would love to have all of the prints, but I currently only have this one. I pulled this one off camera, unfortunately. I hadn't started my channel yet when I pulled it. But pulling this, having a Tree City, and just like Tree City in general, made me want to make this channel. Like, I just like land, and I like talking about land. And I was talking to like my coworkers about Tree City so much, and I was like, I should just vent to the internet. And so that's what this channel is for. It's for me to just blab about land. For me to just gush about land to anyone who wants to listen. And so Tree City is kind of the whole reason I even started this channel. And so these three, my three like favorite cards I have, are the banner for my channel. And I guess I could have included the top 5, but I didn't know if they would all fit in the picture, so I just went with the 3. Next up is Baldur's Gate. This one is kind of just special because it goes in my Gates deck, and I had the silly idea of I want Maze's End as my win condition, and then I also wanted Baldur's Gate for my commander. I couldn't find any rule that says you can't have a land as your commander, but nobody does it, so I don't think you're supposed to, but I couldn't find any rule that outright said you can't. So I do have this as my commander, and even if you can't, you can kind of just rule 0 it in, because who's going to be like, oh no, you can't use a land. No, you have to use something that's actually good. So, like, it's my commander. And if somebody really does want to say no, I can just use a different commander. I also kind of determined with like a couple of friends who play Magic that since this is a really weird commander that I'd have to rule 0 in anyway, we just count it as all colors because it can make all colors so that the deck functions. But yeah, if I can't rule 0 in, I do have a commander with all colors to fill in, and I just don't use it and switch out Baldur's Gate for like a basic land or something. And then Miku Command Tower. Miku Command Tower is super cool to me because one, I like Miku. Like, Vocaloid has always been something I like. It's just like, I don't know, it's always been one of my interests. And so it's super cool to me that two of my big interests, like Vocaloid and Magic, had a crossover. And since I love land specifically, I really like this one. It's also a full art command tower. The only full art command tower. There's very few non-basic lands that have full arts, but command tower is one of them, and it's the Miku one. And so I really like this. This is also like the second most valuable card I have. Right, well, land. The second most valuable land I have, right behind City of Ass. Um, Three Tree City and Command Tower, they kind of go back and forth as to which one is more expensive because prices can fluctuate all the time. So my top 3 most expensive lands are actually these 3, which is kind of funny because City of Ass. But yeah, Miku Command Tower, I just really like it. It's really cool to me that it's full art, not basic. Because there's only a few. Let me I can put them on screen. There's there's Command Tower, obviously. There is I know there's a Saga, and I'm kind of blanking on the other ones. I'll just put them on screen. I won't name them because I don't remember right now, but I'll definitely put them up. And that's kind of it. This is a bit of a shorter, kind of sillier video, but I also kind of wanted to break up the monotony of just always doing a kind of bigger video and pack opening every week, like every other week. So I decided to make this one to kind of break that up. But next week we're going to be back on the regular schedule. I'm going to do Foundation's latest loadout, and then the next one I'll be doing Looking for Loot with Foundations packs. And I will see you then.